Deathclaw Girl here, and welcome to another one of my videos. You can help support this channel by subscribing and liking, and by grabbing some of my free ebooks and audiobooks. Today I'm promoting Shades of Grey, an apocalyptic science fiction series, and just in time for Halloween, Monster of Monsters, a sci-fi horror. You can read and or listen to the first two stories of both these series for free. There's a link in the description. And now to this video. In this video I'm going to be taking you to a couple of robot locations, so that'll help you out with the weekly scoreboard, or if you're just needing robots for some reason or another. First I will show you the locations on the map, and then I'll take you to each location, give you some pointers. So let's get started. The easiest and probably the closest location for any new player is going to be this place called the Vault-Tec Agricultural Center. For a map reference, here is Vault-76 where you start the game. You're just going to go south following the river to almost where it splits. The next location, we're just going to keep going south until we get into the ash heap. And you're looking for this workshop symbol. It's Beckley if you have it marked on the map, and we'll be going to the town of Beckley. Our next location is going to keep going all the way to the right side of your map into the cranberry bog. Look for this giant tower-like building. There'll be like a road that ends off of it. There's like this swampish looking water, but it's Watoga. Any of the Watoga areas, there's a boatload of robots, and as long as you haven't become mayor, they are enemies. Even if they are on friendly terms, you can still farm this location. It is a harder location to farm compared to that first location, which was the agricultural center. So back over here, here's Watoga again. We're going to go north. And this little building, it's got a tree next to it. You just keep going east of it. There's the RobCo Research Center. It's at the very end of the railroad line that runs through Watoga, so you can basically just follow it all the way up till it ends. And one other location that we're going to go to today, from here, if you go to the satellite, it's the National Isolated Radio Array. This is not the location, but there's a road that goes off to it. If you just follow it up to the second satellite, there's the first one, but we're gonna focus on Sugar Grove. That'll be our last stop. And as we go along, I'll give better references. So again, here is a Vault-76. And the first location we're going to go to is the Vault-Tec Agricultural Research Center. You just go directly south till you hit the river. This green countryside. You just keep following it. And it's right before you get to where it splits. So let's go ahead and go there. This spot's pretty easy. Basically any level could probably fall near this area, but it can either be a very popular spot or not so popular spot. And there's actually a vent you might trigger called a fertile soil. I'm going to switch guns. Oops. Guns. Let me take out these guys. And they will be leveled up according to your own level, unless, which I believe, so there's quite a few in this area. You can even go up the road towards this 86 sign. There's a barn in the back. There's also like greenhouses. They will also be full of robots. You might even encounter some scorch. You can either deal with them or ignore them. Keep working on the robots. And I'm going to drink some milk because I think I'm a little too irradiated. Alright. So definitely look at the roof of the agricultural building. This barn. It's actually, I think it's changed. It looks like it's a raider infested or random. But do go to the back of the agricultural building where the greenhouses are. There could possibly be some farm hands inside these buildings. And there's one other location to definitely check before leaving here. You want to go inside the building. There's probably going to be another, at least another 6, maybe even more. Let's go in real quick and check it out. Because you never know. Some things do change from update to update. So that's why I still do these videos every once in a while. Just to make sure things are the same. And as I saw, there was either raiders at that one location or a random spawn. So let's see who's in here. It is Mr. Farmhands, a variant of the Mr. Handies. Oh, and they're really fast. So if you want to, you can also just complete the event. I'll show you real quick what you gotta do to complete the event. Once you take out, here another one. Let me find where that guy is. He might be upstairs. There are ghouls downstairs, I will let you know that. Okay, so when you come through the door to complete the event, if I remember correctly, you're gonna head for this hallway here. It's gonna lead you to that door in the back. And you're gonna go downstairs, and again, there will be ghouls down there. So you might be prepared and just go ahead and take them out if you can. There should be about 3 to 6 ghouls, I believe. Looks like none of them are coming out anymore. You can go in that room, or if you just want to wait till you get a light caution, nearly hidden, you can just go ahead to this computer and finish up the event, which I think that's what I'm going to do if I don't get caught. I think it's the override. No. Here, targeting. So you remove the human targeting, and you've also completed an event besides getting all the robots. And if you want to, you can continue to go around and farm this location, or if there's any stragglers. And it looks like you get at least a minimum 1-star legendary item. So I'm just gonna go up to the front, loot. Nobody to loot. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next location. You could probably go upstairs. Let me go ahead and take a peek. They usually come all out, and I don't worry about what's upstairs, but let's take a peek to see who's up here, if anyone. You could have also taken the stairs up here. So yes, I'm just going to move on to my next location. It looks like they all came out. So, using Vault-76 as a reference, we're going to go way south till we hit this gray area, which is called the ash heap. You'll see this giant red building. It's one of the workshops. You're going to go even south of that, and then west. You're looking for this other workshop if there's no map markers down there yet, or this statue of this person. The place is going to be called Beckley. And let me just go ahead and show you the closest free fast travel point is going to be Nuka World on Tour or the Rusty Pick. So those are your free fast travel points if you don't have any other fast travel, like a workshop already set up or a tent, or even one of your teammates are in the area. You can use them as free fast travel. Now, basically, I believe the entire town of Beckley is just full of robots. I usually run through them when I'm claiming the workshop. That's why I've noticed that it's a pretty good place to farm. They're probably going to be on a level of hardness as like the Watoga ones. Though their level depends on you. As I said before, I usually run around. Oh, here is a radiation suit or hazmat if you've been looking for one. You can actually wear them into a nuked area. It will not withstand a nuke, but after the area's been nuked, you can wear it. Very little radiation. The other one that's really, really good to have once you can get the plan is the Chinese stealth armor. It's just as good as the hazmat suit and gives you a little bit, I think, a little bit of resistance, and it also makes you turn in stealth mode, so you kind of look like you've gone invisible. And this is usually the direction that I go to take that workshop over there. But not all the time. There's also ghouls that surround the area. But sometimes there'll be robots protecting it. It could be these robo-brains. I'm going to switch guns. Looks like I've already hit my 30 limit just with those two spots. But just in case these areas have been farmed, I will take you definitely to the next two locations. Now, if you've gone this far and there was robots over here, you can go ahead and claim this workshop if you want. For as long as you own it and it hasn't been overrun and taken over, you'll have a free fast travel point. I'm not going to claim it, but I do want to loot. And then I'll get going. Picked up quite a good handful of spikes. That's pretty good. Switching back to my other weapon. Let me reload and then I'll be on my way. So, back up to Vault-76 for the next reference. You're going to go way south again, right into the ash heap, and then you're going to go all the way east till you hit the red area, or what is known as the Cranberry Bog. You'll see this giant looking building, and any of the Watoga locations are okay. You can even go out to Thunder Mountain Substation and come in the back way. There is a Death Claw there, so if you're looking to get some nice XP, that's a nice place. And I believe this building, or one of the buildings you leave, will have some super mutants, but for the most part it is full of robots. I suggest going to the Watoga station to start out. That way you can sell off some stuff, scrap some material, lighten up if you need to. I think there's a tinker bench there. There's also a place you can sell off any of your legendary items you don't want and get the legendary script, which I'm going to do that first. And then Watoga is huge, so we're going to go all to all the locations and see all of them that you can farm. soon as I saw off a few things. There are, I think, 4 to 5 Assaultrons here, so they are a little bit harder. Because of the harder, they're kind of, if they hit you with your beam, yeah. No chance, unless you're wearing power armor.
Ready to initiate trading. How can I assist you today?
It's like I'm low on Radaway. Need to make sure I pick up some more later. That should have lightened me up quite a bit. Let me go over here and scrap all my junk I might have collected, which lightens me up even more. Alright, and then from the train station, you have choices. You can either start by going off to the right, or you can start by going off to the left. Looks like the Enclave event has dropped.
Attention members.
I'm going to ignore it, and we're going to go off to the right. If you go off to the left, that's where the Assaultrons are. Most of them are. I think there's 3 to 4 over there. I like to get up on top of this tent. Hopefully you can... Let me see if I can stop this talking.
Once the signal is received on our end, we'll have the Kovac drop off a little present. That is all.
No, it looks like it's going to stop on its own. But a robot can come out of that unit right there, and there's usually 2 to 3 standing right here. Usually 2 Protectrons and a Mr. Gutsy. There's the one I mentioned earlier. If you hit any of these cars, or they hit them, I don't think the buses will, but all the cars will explode. So be aware of that. You can get caught up in the explosion, or you can use it to help take out robots, but they're way over there, so you'd have to lure them into the parking lot, and I find that's a little bit more effort than I want to put in. And I was over there. That's where the tent is. There's the tent. I just ran over to this thing, get on top of it. There's 2 robot things that they can come out of. Only one came out. Over here, there's usually 1 to 2 Protectrons and a Mr. Gutsy. He might not appear right away. He might be on the other side of that building. Somewhere over there. Yep, there goes that one. And this one has reset. So I'm going to take them both out real quick. And then there's this diner. As I said, there's still 1 Mr. Gutsy. I have not seen him just yet. There he is. Now, when you head over to this semi-trailer and go around this wall, follow it. Straight ahead, there's a bunch of robots, but off to the left, you should see a Protectron or 2 of them. And then I try to get up here
Right there.
to take some cover. You have a jetpack, a marsupial. Then there'll be a random enemy in this bog area the robots might be fighting. There's usually a Protectron inside this building. I think that's the one that came out. It was there. Then more of them will be coming around that corner. Looks like there's one more. And they can also come down the stairs as they come from that area over there, which I'll show you next. Let me reload. As far as I can tell, no red dots, so I think I'm clear. so this pathway here, there's going to be a boatload. Oops, got on the wrong side of the barrier. Boatload of Protectrons, but they already came around. As you can see, there's a one capsule there that they come out of. There's a capsule over there. And so they filled this area, but they already came out. And they also might have fought off the super mutants. This area, there's an Assaultron. Eyebot there. I'm not seeing the Assaultron right now. There's also one Mr. Handy. I'm going to try to sneak over and get on top of this building again. I have a jetpack, which makes it nice. I'll show you one good spot to get to if you don't have marsupial or a jetpack. And again, remember the Assaultron's beam is deadly.
Anomaly detected.
I hear her. I just don't see her. She might be inside the building I'm on top of right now. I don't think she knows where I'm at.
Scanning.
Yeah, she's right below me. I'm gonna wait till I get a hidden and go back down. And that garage B, you can go on the very back side and climb all the way to the top of it. And for the most part, you'll be safe. Do realize they can climb up behind you. But I have not ever seen them come up that way and attack. I'm going to go down now. I'm almost to a total caution. For the most part, I believe she's at the front of the building.
Standing down.
There she is. And like I said, I'm going to get on the back of this garage B. Now, you can hide from her and then take out the robots that are here first, if there are any. Then go on to the top. I'm going to switch weapons. She still hasn't seen me. Yeah, even me, if she hits me with that beam of hers, I'm gone. Alright, so this is kind of the center of Watoga. There's going to be a vertibird that's kind of just landed there. And sometimes there is a power armor suit. It's a random spawn. It could be a frame. It could be a couple pieces. So I'm going to go down. And at any time, these things can shoot out a robot. Alright, so from the vertibird, I'm going to head down the road south. You can see on the compass at the very bottom of the screen that that's south. I'm familiar with the compass, and I'm going to jump on top of this cover bench. Wait for the robot to come out. A robot can also appear in that building sometimes, and some of them can come around this corner. I've taken out the one I believe that comes around the corner earlier, and for some reason this other one has just not appeared. So I'm going to move on. I'm up to that other point where I said you could go either left or right. We went right. So now I'm up to the point where you go left, and there is an Assaultron over here. Let's see if she's in the area. She usually walks this perimeter here. There she is. I was able to take her out before she got me. Eyebot. And then there will be another Protectron. And up to 2 to 3 more Assaultrons will be walking in this sidewalk. I'm going to take her out first, because she is the most threat to me. And I think there should be at least one more Assaultron. If you're a low level and don't want to mess with them, don't mess with them. Just leave them alone. Hunt the Mr. Gutsys, the Protectrons. There's the other one. There is no Sentry bots here. Everything but the Sentry bot, and that was a mutant hound. And alright, I'm gonna loot. I think that's it on the Assaultrons. There might be... Nope, there's another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 5 to 6 Assaultrons at this location. So this is also a very good location to farm Assaultrons. Protectrons. She was moving, but I think she's dead. Okay, we're going to go to 2 more locations. So we're at the very, very right bottom corner of the map. We're going to follow this yellow road. It's going to take us to a point where it's going to split. One side is the steakhouse, General Steakhouse. The other side is this RobCo Research Center. There is one Sentry bot there. A whole lot of Mr. Gutsys, some Protectrons, Eyebots. I don't think there's any Assaultrons at this location. Now I believe the Sentry bot is an annihilator, so do be careful if you want to farm this location. He's one of those basically that can, yeah, really take you out. There he is. Yes, he's an annihilator. He's the Mark II. I'm going to get some protection by going up high. I'm going to see if I can get him from up here. More better sniper position. But he still might be able to get me. I've already lost where he's at. He might have went down there. Looks like there's a Protectron. There's a Protectron there. I want to take out the Annihilator first because he's the biggest threat. I suggest you do the same thing. And I'm probably going to have to get closer. I'm going to try to stay away from sight of those Mr. Gutsy and the Protectron, and I have no clue where he went. Alright, since I definitely want to take him out first, biggest threat, I'm going to go back down here, take a chance. Just like the Protectron move. And that is a Sentry bot. I don't think it's my Sentry bot. Oh, yeah, he's still there. Now, these cabs can explode. The trailers usually cannot. This will give me some protection, not a whole lot. And you got to be aware where you can be actually fired upon. This will leave me open to this area here and this area here, so I won't have that long to take him out. But he's just standing there, not doing a lot, so I'm going to see if I can. Yep. And the car helped. Alright. So let's just move on. Continue with the rest of them. You can use the cars to your advantage. As I said, that cab will explode, but this trailer should not. As you can see, that cab is getting ready to blow. I'm just going to go ahead and take it out.
Warning.
So I can get a little closer to the end of this trailer without... There's one way over there. There might have been a couple. They'll come this way. So yeah, if you got a decent sniper rifle, any type, you can get them to come to you. That way you can have a better position. Unless you're in a group or you're a melee character. It's usually how I take care of the robots. But you just gotta find something that works for yourself. So I'll just give you a couple pointers. Use what goes good for you. And I think that might be just about it. Not as many as Watoga, but still a decent spot. And there was one Sentry bot. The truck took damage, but it is not continuing to dissolve, so you have some time to get over here. Claim. And we're going to go to the last spot. It's not the very last spot on the map. These are usually the places that I go. Alright. So, let me give you the reference from Vault-76. You're going to go south till you get to this giant lake. You're going to continue to go east. This is actually White Springs. It's a free fast travel point if you're needing one. And then you're going to keep going east. And then you'll see this National Isolated Radio. Let me recenter the map. And then you're just looking for the road there. The first dish is the National Radio. That's not the one you want. Follow the road up to this sugar grove. And as I said, this will be the last stop. And I would say within these locations, farming them, even if other players are farming them, you should be able to probably get all your needs for robot. I think there was 30 for this week. Now, I'm pretty sure this is still a robot location. Now, normally you could just go through there, but I'm going to suggest that you go up here.
I'm so glad I finally caught up with you. Congratulations!
Please be quiet. I don't want the robots to know that I'm here. Shh, shh, shh. Hey, no. Lower your volume. Oh my goodness. But as I said, instead of going through the gate, go up through the side. And there's an opening here. It'll give you some cover. So that was this rock formation here. Will give you some cover. There's a couple more spots along there. It's at least behind a tree, but you can take the ones. Oops, no VATS locked that time. Let's try again. There we go. Again, all these cars will explode. You can maybe use them as you need them. I'm going to move, get a little bit better location again. Take some cover behind this tree. Use my scope and look inside. There usually are some Protectrons that will be coming outside. They have not. I'm going to move forward. Just beware again, the cars can explode. You'll loot this Mr. Gutsy. And I am actually not going to go inside. But as you see, there's usually 2 to 3 Protectrons there. You can keep going deeper into the building. And actually, I said I would take you, so let me go ahead. That way you can see what you're getting into. First thing you want to take out is this turret, which is not locking on. You might need to manually do it. Then wait for the Protectrons. There was at least 2 that should come out to you. I will say, be aware of any legendary robots that you come across. They have a habit of blowing up and taking you with them. Used to, they put a warning sound on them that got louder and louder, but it doesn't happen anymore. And I thought they actually had fixed it because I thought it was a glitch. But I got taken out by a 3-star Mr. Gutsy not that long ago. Alright, so clear this area. There's like 1 Mr. Gutsy, 2, 3 Protectrons. And then this is going inside. So you're actually leaving the screen and going into another building. This area I think has at least 2 Mitzer Gutsies. Those things there can actually fire up. They don't actually explode very much, but if they get hit while you're there, you will take fire damage, just so you know. You can search these rooms if you want to.
Continuing search for fugitive.
So he came out of this room.
False alarm. Stand down, people.
I hear a Mr. Gutsy. I just don't know if he came from one of those side doors that I did not check. Possibly. Or he might be further in. So if you want to, just to make sure you cover your 6, you might want to check all these rooms before you move forward. I don't think there's anything in here, but better to check than for something to sneak up behind you. Alright, we're going to be coming up to some laser turrets. I actually got KO'd here a couple days ago. Let's see. So, I believe they're through that door. So if you want to, let me see what's here first. I would go clear this area first. Make sure there's no... So there was one Mr. Gutsy back in here. So if you would like to take out the turrets without actually shooting them, you need to have a lockpick of... I'll go ahead and go through it. A lockpick of 1. Again, as I was saying, those doors right there will lead you to 2 turrets. So you can move forward and take them out, or sneak into this room. I hear something that sounds like a mutant hound. Okay, just go over to here. Looks like you don't need a hacking skill. Turret control. You can see that there are units connected. There are 2. Let's see what this does. Awesome. If you remove the targeting first, they'll start shooting at anything until they get taken out. They're pretty quiet right now. Your other option is just to completely turn them off. And you can also go into the next room. Which I found very disappointing the last time I was in here. There didn't seem to be anything here of interest. There is usually an assault rifle, depending on if you need one or not. Let me go ahead and switch back my cards so I have that extra damage for the assault rifle. No, for my fixer actually. Oh, there it is, master. I was trying to figure out which one I had replaced. Alright. So do be careful. I'd get off to the side at first. And it did not look like they were deactivated. I don't know if I should test it or not. I think I will, just for your benefit. Oops. I'm going to put a power armor on. It is the robot one, so I should survive a direct blast. Here is a trick for making sure your power armor doesn't glitch out when you get in it. First, open the transfer. Make sure there's a fusion core. If there is no fusion core, add a fusion core from your ammo section. Get out and then enter. I wasn't sure if the glitch was still happening, but yeah, I've heard a couple people say it just happened to them probably about a week ago. Alright, now I'm going to stand up, walk forward. Looks like someone took out the one. So yeah, my suggestion is to let them, there is no targeting, they just take out everybody, and then before you move in, remove the targeting so that they don't attack you. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Not that I don't trust. Alright. And this place is just full. Actually, is there another turret? Let me go around this corner. Yep, there is a turret somewhere. Oh, there's one.
Attention. Fugitive should be considered armed and dangerous.
Now there still could be more laser turrets. Just be aware. Alright, I'm actually going to go off to the left first. Take out any Mr. Gutsy's. I think there's 2 or 3 in this room. Again, if you have power armor, I do suggest... Yep, there was a turret also. Just so you know. 1 turret, 2 Mr. Gutsy's. Moving on. Let me quickly show you the armor that I'm actually using. It's called Troubleshooter. Every piece gives you 15% less damage, so if you have all 5, as I do, I receive 75% less damage, or only 25% damage, which does keep you alive in these large groupings. Alright. Oh, there was an Assaultron. I don't know if she's here. If you go to do the main storyline, this is one of the locations you come to. Oops, I am already overweight. I believe the room I just left with the turret has some sort of crafting that we can get rid of some of this weight. I think you just need to go through this mainframe area. Mostly cockroaches. But we're going to go ahead and go through and check. That might take me outside or into another room. Let me see. Okay. Yep, there's a new room. You may or may not have the ID card, but it does not look like there are any robots down here anyway. Just something to do with an event or a quest, so don't even need to go through the mainframe. So I believe that is actually it for this location. If you have some other great, let me go back in this room actually, so I can take my armor off. If you have some great locations for robots, throw them in the comments. That way you can share it with those who might be watching this video. Otherwise, that is it. Hopefully this will help you with your weekly or just some sort of quest that you're doing where you need to take out robots. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, happy gaming, happy hunting. Deathclaw Girl out.